Good day to everyone who is watching this video. This video instruction is being recorded especially for Alex. We take an ordinary generator. This is specifically your generator, which has been sent to you. Included in the set is this type of mat. This is Faraday fabric. Observe how to correctly. This type of material is taken. Highly desirable. If it is not available, of course, you can lay it directly on the mattress. But the task is to keep this Faraday fabric away from the ground. That is, at least half a meter from the ground. A meter is better. If it is on the ground, it will be useless. The entire field will simply be grounded. We will lay the same fabric on top. A thin mattress can be used. Under no circumstances should we lie on the bare fabric because it is simply an inductor-emitter device. We are directly situated on the surface of the insulating material itself. Next, using a cable, we connect to any convenient place for us. Also, the mat does not necessarily have to be fully unfolded. It can be unfolded halfway, a quarter, it doesn't matter. The set includes this kind of converter. This one can, of course, be inspected. Just make sure the wire does not touch the ground under any circumstances. It must be lying somewhere on the conductive surface. Make sure to connect it properly to the generator. We definitely set it to sign and observe the behavior of the indicator neon lamp, which shows the presence of potential on the mat. You can also carefully touch it with your finger like this, and there will be a small spark. But if you do it fully, it will be slightly more noticeable. Look, somewhere from about half of the indicator, the lamp starts to light up. Because its ignition threshold is quite high. It's simply a neon bulb, which is connected at one end to the output of this converter. If, for example, you don't set it to sign, you see, it goes out. Therefore, it should be set to sign. If this bulb does not light up, it indicates that your mat is making contact with the ground somewhere, or there is inadequate insulation, or some other issue, meaning this bulb serves as an indicator of either a malfunction with the generator or with the box, or generally with the converter. In essence, this bulb functions as an indicator. So, initially, set the device knob to approximately 50 to 70%. So, that's how it is. And the timer is set. Look, you press it briefly, then turn it back and forth. See, this is the time in minutes, and then it shows the hours. You can set a maximum of 5 hours here. Look, do you see that? If, for instance, you need to set it to 5 hours, you turn, and it will reach 5 and then revert back to 0. Look, do you see how it works? For example, you set it in the opposite direction. Once the device has completed its task, it will write in here and there will be an audible signal. If, for instance, you need to keep it on throughout the entire night, many individuals make use of it. Sleeping on these mats, you simply press there for 3 seconds, and this will activate the infinity mode. In this manner, you can then gradually increase both the time and the power, but do so gradually. This converter is a basic converter that comes included in the set, for comprehending the effect and for its testing and evaluation. If there are positive results, then it means we recommend purchasing this more powerful cube for further use. It is twice as powerful as this box. It doesn't matter to it whether it's a sine wave or a square wave. It operates on any. Switch positions. This is a more powerful system. Additionally, we also include a flexible coil in the set. The flexible coil operates on the same principle as this one. We are currently working with electric fields. In the same way, you turn on the flexible coil and look at its indicator. If the indicator lights up, it means it's working. If you simply set the power to a low level and the bulb goes out, There's nothing to worry about. It means the field is present. The bulb just hasn't yet reached the ignition threshold. But this is typical. You see, on this coil, there are approximately, literally, 3 to 4 bulbs. It already lights up. So, therefore, in a nutshell, concerning the application of the flexible coil, it can be utilized with a belt, meaning it is wound around the elbow along the spine, and it can be placed on the back. What do they work with, and what exactly do Borscht-Opelski fields influence? Look, these fields have the effect of thinning the blood within the cardiovascular system, enhancing circulation throughout the body via arteries and veins, thereby stimulating the ability to deliver oxygen and nutrients to cells. Additionally, the removal of metabolic waste products is also enhanced. What other systems do we have that are still functioning? They stimulate the endocrine system, thereby enhancing hormone secretion, and the hormonal activity of the body is increased. Accelerates and stimulates the lymphatic circulation system through the vessels. This too. It also stimulates the immune system as well. This has already been verified. In other words, immunity is significantly enhanced depending on the duration. However, the usual effect manifests itself somewhere within a month. There are also very interesting effects on the muscular system. Here are people, athletes, those who engage in sports, many pensioners. They begin to actively fidelicate.